Guys, what's up? Welcome back here to today's edition of Intuitive Angling, and appreciate you guys joining me for today's video. I'm going to give you guys my first practice day report. I'm up here at Lake of the Ozarks for our final Plains Division Toyota Series this week. Going to give you a rundown how my day went and what my plan is for the next two practice days here in today's episode. Also, guys, for get started, just a couple quick our daily housekeeping tips. I'd just like to invite everybody to please consider hitting that subscribe button here at Intuitive Angling. Free and easy to do so, man. If you guys like the content, hitting that subscribe button and sharing the videos and liking the videos is a good way to help out. And also, guys, we do have my Fish the Moment lake map breakdowns for the fall and winter up on the fishthemoment.com website. I'll put the link in the description to that. Guys, these are great resources to get some good fishing places. GPS, you can download them straight to your GPS unit on all the lakes across the country. So appreciate you guys checking that out. Big thank you from me and my family there. Okay, guys, as usual, I had to drop Elijah off at school this morning and headed up here. Got up here on the lake at about 10 o'clock. That's just the reality of my deal here. I usually, the practices for these tournaments at Lake of the Ozarks, I don't get on the water till about 10 o'clock. And then now I got to get off a little bit early because I got to do a promotion for Bridgeford Foods Company down in Lebanon, Missouri. I'm going to hit that on the way home. But I did get, let's see, I got about 6 hours on the water today, I guess it was. And it was okay. I mean, fishing was pretty decent. Right off the bat when I got out, I caught two real nice ones. One about close to 4 pounds, the one you saw on the thumbnail of the video there. And then another one about 3 pounds. I caught probably, I don't know, 8 or 9 that were, 13 to 14 and a half inchers. And I caught 3 other, like 15 and a half inchers. So it'd have been, I guess in a tournament, 7, 8, 10, 12, probably around 13 and a half pounds, which that'd probably get you in check range. I mean, it was a good day considering, but obviously that's not a tournament winning bag here. So here's the deal as far as what I got looking at here. I've really been paying close attention to the weather in this tournament because it rained big time last night. We had sort of that cloud fog half the day this morning. And two of those keepers I caught today were on top water. So that's probably going to go away with when the sun comes out. It's supposed to rain a bunch tomorrow. It's supposed to rain some on Wednesday. And then sun's supposed to come out in the tournament. So we're going to have different conditions every single day. And the thing about this is you got to practice for the tournament weather. You can't practice for the day that you're out there. So I'm trying to figure out some techniques that will hold up under all conditions. And one of the things that I've done in this tournament here is like I know where I can go and catch some fish. I mean, I've got sort of a milk run that I use this time of year that usually always produces pretty good. I can usually always catch a limit. And if I catch 1 or 2 good ones, I usually do pretty good in the tournament. But I'm trying to find something in different parts of the lake right now that really has a chance to push that 20-pound mark in the tournament. And there's not a ton of different ways that you can catch 20 pounds at Lake of the Ozarks in September. Topwater is one of them. A jig possibly is one of them. A glide bait's possibly one of them. I'm sure some guys will be, using the cheater box and fishing worms and jigs on deep brush piles. I'm not doing that. So I really feel if I'm going to win this tournament, I've got to catch them on a jig or a topwater or some type of a glide bait. And there is so much here. There's so many different options here on this lake because Lake of the Ozarks is basically nothing but boat docks everywhere. So you can fish docks all day long on Lake of the Ozarks and not catch crap. Or if you get on the right stretch of docks and figure out the right bait, you might catch a 20-pound bag. And it's sort of like looking for a needle in a stack of needles on this lake a lot of times. So my plan is to fish 3 different areas of the lake every day, or three different areas of the lake in my 3 practice days. Today I was sort of in the mid-lake range. Tomorrow I might go down to the lower end, maybe go up the lake a little bit the last day. It just depends on how every day goes. But the thing about today, it's like right off the bat, I caught those 2 nice ones right off the bat, and the way those fish bit, they were really aggressive. I mean, they got the whole bait in their mouth and they were mean, and I just really felt that I was on the right path to catch a 15 to 18 pound bag. And it just sort of petered out as the day went on as far as the fish getting smaller. So it's just like, it's a typical tournament, guys. It's just like you got to be aware of all the subtleties with it. You got to figure out the details. You got to in an area of the lake that you got confidence in. But the main thing in this tournament and any tournament that you're trying to win the tournament is you got to fish those techniques that you can win with. And the problem I had, like last week when I had the BFL here, I caught a 5-pounder, my third cast of the tournament, and then I went a long time without a bite, and then I bailed out like the last hour and a half or 2 hours of the day just to try to catch a small limit, which I wound up catching 3 other keepers and gave me a limit. But by doing that, I took myself out of the chance of catching 1 or 2 more good ones. I can't do that in this tournament. I've got to completely concentrate on catching good ones every single minute that I'm out there. So I'm just going to experiment, try a bunch of different stuff here. I mean, one of the things about knowing the lake as good as I do, a lot of times you get locked into stuff that's worked in the past, and you don't really want to expand out a bunch beyond that. But I'm really going to try to stay open-minded in this tournament. I'm not going to have a lot of rods out in this tournament. I know what I want to do as far as how I want to catch the fish, and I'm confident the techniques that I'm using are the right techniques. I just have to find the right area of the lake where those fish are fired up a little bit more than anything else. So anyway, guys, I'll give the report tomorrow. I got a little bit longer day tomorrow, I think. I don't have anything really going on promotion-wise, so maybe I'll get 6 or 7 hours tomorrow, and give you guys the wrap down or the report tomorrow when we get off the lake. So talk later.